Hello, Aries. Shakima in the building. Hey, guys. I'm back with another video. This is going to be a love guidance reading for my Aries babies for Sun, Moon, and Rising Aries for the week of the 16th to the 22nd of July. And this is going to be a general spread, guys. So if you do like, then be sure to give me a thumbs up. It's not necessarily going to resonate with everyone, so if it doesn't resonate, let it dissipate. There's plenty of other readers here on YouTube that you can sort of get access to, so I hope you find what you're looking for if it's not me. And, if you guys are interested in booking a personal reading with me, because like I said, this is going to be a general reading, then the details to do so will be in the description box below. And also be sure to comment, like, share, definitely subscribe so that you can keep up with all the good stuff, and hit the notification bell. That way you can be kept in the know for as and when I do upload these awesome videos for you guys. And yeah, we're just going to sort of go ahead and get into it. Be sure to check out the details in the description box for how to access me on social media. I am learning how to be a little bit more like into the social media stuff. It's not who I am, but we're working on it. Okay, don't judge me. Also want to address the elephant in the room. Due to the Mercury retrograde, so none of my actual equipment is working for me to be able to give y'all some nice Zen music so I can warm y'all up and knead y'all like a good little dough. So forgive me, but I think it actually like allows for me to get a little bit more into the space, and I can talk to you guys like we family now, which is even better. What else? I think I'm just gonna go and get straight into the space for you guys. We are going to be pulling a tarot card for the past, present, and future trajectory, and see what's to come as far as the energies for this week. We're also going to be pulling a romance angel guide for my taken Aries, my singleton Aries in the building, and my Aries that are dealing with situationships, because as complicated as it may be at times, we all need loving. So don't judge nobody, just focus on your own plate. Oh, right. We're going to close out the space with a angel answers, oracle guidance, so that we can sort of see how the angelic realms are going to be working with and for us as far as our spiritual community throughout the week of the 16th to the 22nd, so that we can also effectively fall into alignment with that rather than be against what is naturally being created for the purpose of our growth and evolution. Okay, guys, let's get into it. So I hope your Aries have been doing good as well, BTW. What is the divine guidance for my Aries for the week of the 16th to the 22nd? Okay. Okay, so for you guys, you've gone through a whole process of really working at yourselves, really working at your emotional maturity, really working at becoming emotionally balanced amidst the storm. And it seems that romantically, you guys are really going to be sort of getting to a place where you as well are no longer in sort of that place of wanting to, you're just picking your battles wisely. You're no longer wanting to argue about everything. You're no longer wanting to discuss everything. You're literally like, okay, is this even worth talking about? Am I really that bothered? You're sort of addressing your feelings first and foremost to see how you feel about a situation, how it sits on your heart space before you take it to your romantic interest or partner. I can see that there's been some setbacks that have caused this immense growth and progression. So kudos to you for actually taking the time to do your work, okay? Because as difficult as it has been, it would have been so much easier for you to say, do you know what? I'm comfortable with the shit as it is. And as much as I won't change, I am prepared to do the work. So go, y'all. I'm game for that. Let's have a little look and see what the actual energies are for you guys for this week. What is the divine guidance for my Aries babies for the week of the 16th to the 22nd, Spirit? As clearly as you can. 16th to the 22nd. What does Aries need to know about their romantic life for the 16th to the 22nd, y'all? Okay. And literally, as I even sort of like put that out there, as both of the cards came out as well, I started to get like some pins and needles like in my leg. That's kind of like letting me know that you guys are going to be walking on hot fire. You guys are going to be walking. It's almost going to feel like treading on eggshells. And this is probably why you're picking your battles wisely as well, actually. You're probably going to be treading on eggshells. For some of you guys, you may be dealing with a Leo, or it is just that Leo type energy, but it seems like in the past trajectory, things, I'm going to say this, like things are moving forward for you. There's a turning point in your relationship. So things are moving forward for you, but we need to sort of have a little bit of an understanding to see more of what's going on with the energy. So in the past position, we have the Strength card, which is a major arcana. So you've literally gone through a massive growth. Potentially that's what the energies of last week was really sort of closing out. It really taught you how to become more self-disciplined. It really sort of taught you how to become more patient. It taught you how to basically be able to learn how to navigate through the process of your self-mastery. I think that's probably what you've learned more. You've learned more about yourself in the process. I also want to say, like, you've learned how to tame some of your internal struggles as well. You've learned how to contain your inner demons, if I can call it that. And it's something that you have pretty much been working, I don't want to say tirelessly, but it's almost at the point now where you got to a place where you weren't necessarily so great with it. How can I put it? It's effortless now. It feels, or at least it feels effortless. It's still a struggle, but it feels effortless because some of the shit that you've had to deal with in the past seems like it's so much bigger, and you're at that place where you're finally open to the actual challenges that may come your way with it. So you're not necessarily taking it too personal at the minute. You're just taking shit at face value, as it appears is what you're taking it as, and you're sort of working through it from there. Going through that situation in the past, however, again, you're dealing with another major arcana sort of energy where we've got the Wheel of Fortune sort of showing you the present circumstances. Presently, now the position that we have for you presently is the Seven of Pentacles, which is also the challenge. The challenge for you with the Seven of Pentacles essentially is to learn how to not just look at the short-term prospect of the situation, but actually be able to see the long-term vision and plan, because you're not really investing all that you can in the relationship, but there's such high expectations. I know that you think that you're investing as much as you possibly can into the relationship, but realistically it's moving at the rate that it's moving because there's also equally something that you are not doing to assist the wheels of the motion to move in the direction or at the speed that you would like for it to, if that makes sense. Because I'm seeing that things are moving, but it's just not moving as quickly as you would like for it to. That, interestingly enough, that's probably why like you're not really like at the place where you are, you know, that patient with it anymore. And I see that there has been a lot of self-doubt in the past, which is probably why the challenge is to not look at the situation from a, you know, short-term perspective, because you're not, because there's doubt, basically you're doubting that the situation has any longevity to it. You're like, okay, like this must be a short-term hit it and quit it type thing. This person can't actually be serious, or I don't know how I feel about this person, because I don't know if I'm emotionally available to actually even be in a relationship right now. And those are some of the things that you're going to be working through, because you're moving from that kind of energy. I can see right now you're going to be going through a spiritual recovery throughout this week, Aries, because we're going to pull a catalyst card to see what the energies of the challenge in your present circumstances are going to be for this week of the 16th to the 22nd, but the main thing that you need to focus on is the fact that you are not looking at the long-term investment of the situation. You're literally looking at, the short-term potential and prospects, and that's not going to do you any good. For once Saturn is then back, you would have literally wasted this Saturn retrograde opportunity that is here to assist you in building solid foundations for yourself, especially in romantic relationships, so that we can do it differently to how we've seen relationships being built in the past. You are avoiding any disasters, so that's a good thing. It's not going to be like a negative situation for you guys, but it is just something that's going to need to be effectively communicated as you guys kind of navigate through the process with your person, whoever they may be. For those of you that are single, we shall see what is to come for y'all too, man. Okay, again, still just clearing out the energy. So what is the outcome for my Aries babies for the 16th to the 22nd? Oh God, you guys have a whole bunch of cards. No. Okay, so the outcome for you guys, and I've got your catalyst. So your catalyst is the fact that all of this short-term prospects is from you looking at the situation for how you want it rather than how it appears to be. So there's a lot of self-imposed restrictions. It's almost like you're caging yourself in. The relationship needs to look like this. It's almost like when people go on Instagram and they're like, oh, they look so cute together, hashtag relationship goals, and you don't know what the hell's going on behind closed doors. For all you know, like, there's an abusive relationship that's going on behind closed doors, and in the public eye shit looks peachy fine because that's the image that they want to give. So like, do not limit yourself to the confinements within your relationship, to the confinements of whatever viewpoints everybody else's experience of their relationship is. Like, what is for you will always be for you, and it won't pass you because it is directly a parcel that has your name and address on it, and that address is the specific moment in time when it's supposed to happen. Okay, so just bear that in mind and know that you are creating the obstacles that you perceive, because it's already happened for you. It's just out there waiting to be actualized. Now, moving forward to just sort of see, that was, again, if you guys aren't able to keep up, my bad, guys. It's just, I tell you guys as I see what I see when I see it. It's interesting because you are gonna go through a process of a real spiritual awakening this week. I can see there's literally just spirit all over this. There's 7s, there's 8s, and there's an 11. So this is just letting me know that there's just going to be all sorts happening. So for you guys, interestingly enough, the future trajectory for you guys is all in reverse. And I'm gonna put that, like, literally just so you guys can see. Bottom of the deck, we've got the 6 of Cups in reverse. So you guys are going to be dealing with the energy of being stuck in the past, unable to move on from some of the things that have perhaps happened in the past. That's going to be coming back up to haunt you like a bad sandwich that keeps you up at night, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So, like, as far as the trajectory moving forward, we have the 7 of Cups in reverse, we have Justice in reverse, and we also have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And I think this is probably my more, I'm not going to say concerning card, but it's just the card that is probably really just setting the tone of the outcome of the situation. So moving forward from this week, what you will essentially come to find is that what you were dealing with in the past were wishful thinking when it comes to the situation, and you're looking at the circumstances moving forward yet and again. Remember what I said, you're looking at it from a short-term perspective rather than seeing what it could mean for you on a long-term basis. This opportunity that is really more or less like a delay, where Spirit's like, no, you're not ready yet, but you're like, yes I am, yes I really am, give it to me now, I want it now. And Spirit's like, no, beloved, this is when you'll receive it. This is when you'll have the clarity you need to receive everything that you're asking for and be able to appreciate it, be able to not take it for granted, be able to actually welcome it with open arms rather than push it away with barriers and, you know, rejections due to your lack of self-mastery of your own emotional wounds. But yeah, it's really just a case of you, and I can see as well, it's a case of you, as you move forward, you're kind of looking at the illusions. You're very much stuck. You're stuck on someone. You are stuck on someone, Aries. You're stuck on someone, and it's like you can't move forward, or you're refusing to move forward because you're restricting yourself to this one person. And it's like you can't see the long-term prospect that spirit is trying to allow for you to see. Like, there was a lot of doubt in the relationship whether or not this was going to come to manifestation in the past anyways, and even now, you're, as much as you doubted it in the past, you're still sort of limiting yourself to this relationship or this aspect of the relationship that's very restrictive, that is going to limit your growth as individuals, let alone together. And what I can see, like, the moving forward, the moving forward is probably the thing that I'm most, I don't know if I want to use the word concerned about, but it just seems like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You guys are going to, your ego is going to be stumped all over. Your ego is going to be stumped all over. I just have to call a spade a spade. Like, you're going to be learning from that, but your ego is going to be stumped all over during this week of the 16th to the 22nd. Romantically, your ego is going to be stumped all over. It may involve third-party activities. Actually, in most cases, it will involve third-party activities, to be fair. And it's like you end up feeling like you were naive for believing so this is what it was. So you're stuck on this person, right? But it turns out that they have somebody else that they're kind of eyeing up, that they're more, I guess, attracted to, for lack of a better way of putting it, because that's just how the energy is coming up. For some of you, that may not be the case. It may still be the case that there's friends and family giving you their 2 pence worth. When there's third-party activity, it doesn't necessarily always mean infidelity, but it does mean that there are people outside of the relationship impacting the relationship to some capacity. And I can see that this does feel like a soulmate energy, but you are stuck on it. You're stuck on the past situation. You're stuck on the past situation. So for some of you guys, you may just be trying to actually get over the fact that there's a third party situation, or you may find out this week that there is a third party situation where there's somebody else involved in this little situation that you guys have got going on without you even realizing. And yeah, let's just have a little look. Yep, there's some heartbreak coming. Damn, guys, this is going to be a hard week for you guys. I can already feel it on. This is a side effect for you guys of the Mercury retrograde. I can already feel it on my mind. I see the outcome of the situation. You're sort of left feeling like the entire situation was an illusion. You feel like you've been hard done by. You feel like it was an injustice to your heart and the way that the person navigated through their situation. Like, you've just lost all respect for them. And it's almost like, as far as like even wanting to be friends, you just ain't really fucking with them like that. Pardon my French, but you're just like, do you know what? Like, you don't even deserve to be on my friends contact list. Like, you just, yeah, I'm not trying to be a sucker for your ass no more. Woo, child. It's gonna be intense for y'all. I'm sending you guys some extra special positivity for the process, because it seems like after the week that you guys are about to have, I can tell that there's going to be some disruptive energies, especially to your psyche, as far as the romantic aspect of things. And again, I think both you and this person was only looking at the relationship from a short-term prospect. And even though it may look bad now, know that you didn't need this waste man or waste chick in your life anyway. So Spirit's removing the baggage so that you can get the royalties. Okay? Oh, that's what we're going to say to finish that up. Let's go and have a look and see what the romance angels have to say for the 16th to the 22nd. What is the divine guidance for my Aries for the 16th to 22nd, guys? Okay, so it's saying give your relationship a chance. Release your ex. So that's talking about clearing the energy. So clearing the past situations. Like I said, for some of you guys, you've already overcome the challenge of the third party situation. You're still trying to work through it with your significant other. So you may need to clear away some of the resentment that you're still carrying for that situation so that your partner gets an opportunity to clear away some of the guilt that they may still be carrying from the situation as well. So y'all ain't carrying all that shit around with y'all saying that, oh, we building, when really, like, you're just piling your bricks on top of shit, literally. Again, like, sorry for me to be so brash, but that's just what it has to be. I have to call a spade. But once you're able to release the energy, it does give you an opportunity to clear out some of that baggage within the relationship. So there may be the prospect for you to actually navigate through the process, where you guys can come together, maybe, if you and this person is effectively like willing to work with each other. Let's have a look and see, for the most part anyways, what is the divine guidance for my couples for the week of the 16th to the 22nd of July, Spirit? See, this is what I said. This is why I said to you, look, guys, again, release your ex. This is at the bottom of the deck. Like, you guys need to clear that energy out. Like, you're carrying so much shit on your chest, and it's like, you don't want to be able to disrupt the relationship that you guys are now building on. But really, it's an illusion because you're lying to yourself. Like, you're still carrying so much feelings for the fact that you feel like this person has been disloyal to you. This may be a two-part. I'm seeing a situation even as well where both parties actually have had infidelities on both ends. And it's like, I don't even know what to do with this shit. Like, I love you and I don't want to be without you, but at the same time, like, I'm pissed. Like, I'm mad pissed that you did what you did, and like, all I'm hearing is, oh, I did it because you did it. Like, listen, y'all are gonna need to sort your shit out, because this whole two wrongs are gonna make me feel better situation, it don't make it right, but it's gonna make me feel better. That ain't the truth. Like, that's a momentary glimpse and glitch, I should say, in your judgment. But release that energy of the contention that you're carrying around, because this is the, like, potential for this person to be your true love. It's just that you guys have been carrying a lot of baggage. Give the relationship a chance. All the shit from the past, I know it looks bad. And even for those of you that may actually still be in a situation where you're trying to, like, you may get the news this week about the third party situation, and you're going to try to navigate through that process. Like, release the energy. Both of you guys sit down, talk it out, get an understanding of maybe some of your own insecurities that would have called for this experience to teach you something about yourself, and release the energy. For you, you may just feel like you want to actually, like, let this person go. If this is something that you feel like you've outgrown this pattern, and you feel like this is starting to become abusive to yourself, and you feel like you're letting yourself down as far as your team self, then let that person go and let them go and find what it is that they need to find. But for those of you that are looking for that true love, that feel like you're only going to be able to find it outside of this relationship, sacrifice that person. Consider them the sacrificial lamb to the next evolution of self that is going to see you in a committed relationship that has solid foundations, that has legs for years, like decades even. Do you know what I mean? What is the divine guidance? Let's have a look and see what's going on for my single Aries, guys. What is the divine guidance for my single Aries for the 16th to the 22nd? What is the divine guidance for my Aries? 16th to 22nd in love, Spirit. What do they need to know as clearly as possible? There we go, y'all. I wanted it to just come naturally. Okay, so for you guys, the advice is to love yourself first. Okay, guys, love yourself first. So you're going through a process of really acknowledging what it is that you can bring to a relationship, what you can bring to a partnership. Like, you're saying, okay, if you are coming with the veg, I've got the carbs, you know. you guys are literally just kind of like weighing up what it is that you're bringing to a relationship, and you're sort of doing that from a place of learning how to respect yourself first and foremost, so that the person that you bring into your space does then know how to respect you straight off the bat. And Spirit's saying very soon. Spirit is saying very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. The moment that you're clear on what it is that you bring to the table and how you're effectively able to love yourself, and you become open to the idea that it is safe for you to love, it is safe for you to trust someone, it is safe for you to feel vulnerable with a person of interest that is going to respect you enough to not disappoint you, to not let you go back to a place of triggering old wounds. And even if they do, because nobody's perfect, right? And we're all here to learn lessons amidst each other. Even if they do, the way that they navigate through the process with you will be a most respectful way, and in a way that is supportive of your own personal growth as an individual as well. Okay, that is the intention for you guys. You're actually going through a process of calling in your soulmate, and it's going to be happening for you guys very soon. It's just you need to come to that place of realization that you do deserve love, and it's going to have to be shown to you in a way that you can identify it as love. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's going on for my Aries that are in situationships. What is the divine guidance for my Aries in situationship, Spirit? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? My Aries in situationships for the 16th to the 22nd of July. There's clearly a few things that wants to pop out, but there's so much going on with the energies for you guys. Spirit, okay, here we are. We have guidance. Spirit was trying to like get to the truth. Okay, so child. Y'all have separation on the cards. I want to say it's only temporary, but it's going to be a long temporary. I see this relationship, I see the separation maybe potentially even lasting for months as you guys work through the space separately and individually. Yeah, you guys are going to have heart-to-heart conversations throughout the separation so that you guys can really sort of navigate through the process. Spirit is saying nonetheless to stay optimistic about your love life. You know, you're going to be getting offers. It's just, it's not going to come in the way that you would hope. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So the romance is coming, but there are factors beneath the situation as you're not necessarily addressing the underlying issues. Basically, career and finances is the main issue that is causing an obstacle in between this relationship situation. Like, you guys aren't emotionally available because you guys are focused on your career and making sure that the finances are right, and because of that there is going to be a separation so that you guys can both navigate through the process, as you both need to separately to be able to get the realizations that you need to by having heart-to-heart conversations. I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense, guys. But we're going to close out the space, guys, with a final angel answers to see what the angelic realms are advising for us throughout this process as well, and close out the space. What is the divine guidance for my Aries babies for the 16th to the 22nd? Okay, so the angelic realms are saying yes, there are big changes happening. They are going to be most effective for your happiness long term. You do need to communicate clearly throughout the process of it, but now is not necessarily the right time. Now isn't the right time, but don't stop what you're doing. Now isn't the right time for the seeds that you've been planting to actually, like, for you to bear fruit from the seeds that you've been planting. You kind of have to wait a while. Even when a fruit actually like is, you know, like bared on a tree, you still have to go through a process of waiting for that fruit to become ripe. And what I'm hearing is that though you have grown the fruit, it is not yet ripe for the picking. So bear that in mind. though you have grown the fruit, it is not yet ripe for the picking, and it's not until the season for this fruit to fall naturally into your grips, into your grasp, before you'll be able to actually bask in it all, basically. What is the divine guidance closing out the space for my Aries babies for the 16th to the 22nd of July? What do they need to know, Spirit? What do they need to know as clearly as possible, please? Oh, damn, guys. There's a lot. There is a lot. So you guys are improving the health overall of the relationship. What I'm seeing is that they are asking, oh, wow, guys, this is interesting because we have 2 yeses and 1 no. So what we have is ask for help from others. Yes. Okay. And we also have yes. So this is letting us know that this is a divine intervention. This is fate in itself, sort of playing itself out. And then we have no. Let me clarify. Why is this no here? Why is this no here, Spirit? What do we need to know about this no? Please clarify. What is it here to tell us about the relationship situation? As clearly as you can, please. Okay. There we go. That's why Spirit's saying no. Okay, so Spirit is saying, oh, wow. Look, again, like at the bottom of the deck, we've got no again. But Spirit is saying no. The situation isn't supposed to, like, basically, the season hasn't come for you to pick the fruit yet. Spirit is saying a year from now is when you'll be able to, sorry, I said be able to twice. I'm trying to sort of get the information, but they're sort of going so fast at me. A year from now is when you'll be able to actually sort of bask in all of the glory of the work that you're putting into the relationship right now. So because you guys are focused on career factors, and that is the overall energy for everyone in this situation, it means that you aren't necessarily going to be able to bask in the benefits of the relationship until a year from now. That's when you'll be ready. That's when forgiveness has taken place. That's where you'll be able to have forgiven the fact that it's taken you guys a year to get to this place. Okay? Hope that was useful for you guys. I know I went all around the bend and the nooks and crannies, but I do hope that it was effective for you guys to navigate through the week in question. And yeah, again, if you guys like, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Leave some details in the comments section below so that I can use that as some constructive criticism to get better. And also I would just say, just stay tuned, subscribe, and be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you can be kept in the know for as and when I do upload these awesome videos for you guys. And if you guys would like a personal reading, because this is a general spread, the information to do so is going to be in the description box below. Okay, as per usual, beloveds, I'm sending you guys nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey ahead. And until next time, Ashe. Mwah.